On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Jordan. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Oh, he's got some space.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They're going to ride this running back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Got a man. It's Washington. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He might want another play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Past the 45. First down. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Oh, and it was so positive, and you did such a good job scrambling and making a play, but finish it. Finish that play understanding, I got some positive yards. Let's get down. Let's take care of the football. Didn't do a good job at the end of the run.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense is not...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the...
Here's a little room there. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they are not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams with the catch. It's Lawson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Lowers those pads. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Husky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Quick toss. There's some room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Mosley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Back to throw, it's Mayava. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off.
He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Now improvising. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Might have a chance. He is in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to Washington. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Williams. He rifles one deep down the right side. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And I think QBs rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Gets it to the back. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Williams to the air again. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Steps away. Wiggles free. He's knocked out of bounds, and he's not going to get it. A stop by the defense and a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. On the snap, it's Heward. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 13 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Ducks, looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Williams. Finds his man. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got a little grass. Bulldozes his way through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Motion from the wideout. They go to the counter. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the big fella. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last pick six after a drive like that, David can swing them. Turning it on! There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Williams fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's going to take off. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short.
I love when you boot athletic quarterbacks, and you boot him to the left right here outside the pocket. Does a great job. He can attack down the field, or he can take off and run. It's kind of a pass-run option, especially when you have a guy that dynamic at the quarterback spot.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
It's complete. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead with the 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Running inside, it's Jordan. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. There he goes! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Miller with the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Running to the left. Plows through the defense. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he